Hi everybody, this is Carrie. Right now I am with my best friend who I've been traveling with for the past 3.5 months, and we've had this plan to do an interview with her the whole time, and we're actually saying goodbye today because we're going splitting paths and doing different things. So I want to make this video with her today on our last day together. So I would like to introduce to you Brenna.
Hi everyone, I'm Brenna from thisbatteredsuitcase.com, and I'm Carrie's best friend. I have that honor.
Okay, so we'll start with the first question. Okay. Where are you now?
I am currently in La Paz, Bolivia.
When did you get here?
To La Paz, got here on Saturday, and it's now Monday, so I've been here for a few days and have a few days left before going to the Amazon.
Very nice.
Traveling through Bolivia for the next 2 to 3 weeks.
Good. What country were you in 1 year ago today?
Oh my goodness. What's the date? October. I think I was in Canada actually, because I was there for Canadian Thanksgiving. So I think I was in Canada, but I believe I was doing a road trip across Canada. Yeah.
And how many countries have you been to now?
Bolivia is my 74th country. So the majority of them have been in the past 7 years. I started off solo traveling in 2006 and went all over Europe, and then slowly but surely I've made my way through Asia, Africa, South America, Central America, Australia. So I've been traveling for a long time now.
Is there anywhere you haven't been?
Well, how many countries are in the world? 214 minus 74. I don't know if there are actually 214. But I haven't been to the Middle East, which really interests me. I haven't been to many parts of Africa. I've only been to Northern Africa. And I'm very interested in Central Asia. So I really am hoping next summer to go to Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, that kind of thing. Maybe do the Silk Road. That really interests me. And I would love to go to Antarctica. So.
Next year, where will you be on this day?
On this day? Can I just make it up? I'm going to be in the Maldives, diving. I don't know. That's the beauty of life. I don't know where I'm going to be next year. I'm planning to move to London. And my next trip's planned after South America. I'm going to India to a wedding in February. I'm going to visit my sister in Israel. And maybe living somewhere beautiful next summer to do my dive master, Thailand or Honduras. But next October, I don't know, invite me somewhere, maybe I'll come.
What is a dive master?
Dive master, so I started scuba diving almost 2 years ago, and I did my open water in Thailand, and then my advanced in Indonesia, and then I just did my rescue diver in Colombia. So the next step is really to do a dive master, but that's a lot more work. It's at least a month of work, a lot of skills, and for me it's basically just a personal achievement and accomplishment that I'd like to do because I love diving and I love to be able to help other people dive. So maybe next summer if I can learn how to swim a bit better.
Why do you like to travel so much?
I don't know. It's just everything to me. I love meeting new people. I love learning about other cultures. I love the food. I love trying new beer. I love going to museums. I just love it all. I love learning, and I feel like I have this insatiable wanderlust. And I just always want to keep seeing things and keep meeting people. Of course, sometimes I want to settle and I want my own home, and you know, I really miss my friends. Like when Carrie and I don't see each other for a year, you know, it's really difficult, or my family. But I literally feel like the world is my oyster, and I'm gonna see as much of it as I possibly can while I don't really have that many responsibilities. I should have responsibilities, but I'm trying not to have any so I can travel. I just love everything about travel. I love seeing something new every day, learning something new every day. I'm just almost always happy when I'm on the road, so I feel like, why would I stop?
When did you realize you had Wanderlust? or you were addicted to traveling?
For as long as I can remember. Ever since I was a little girl, and I could read my journals even from when I was 5 years old. I would write down countries I wanted to visit. I always knew I would be a traveler and I would travel. All my journals through high school are just like huge lists of all the places I was going to go as soon as I turned 18. I went to Halifax when I turned 18, but when I turned 22, then I started to really get out there. But my whole family, they're all travelers. I kind of mentioned my sister lives in Israel. She's lived in Mexico. I've lived in many places. My parents have lived all over the world. I traveled in a van for 2 years in the 70s. Like, just crazy hippie travelers, and I think they really instilled that in us. And my brother just finished a big trip through Europe. I just think, ever since we were little kids, we were on the road with them, with my parents, so they really instilled it, and I just always knew that that's what I would do.
What is one of the most fun countries you've been to?
Most fun? Well, I automatically think of the countries I've been to with you, Carrie, because that's always been the most fun. So I'd have to say Colombia was pretty amazing. Some of those nights dancing, pretty good. Thailand, how can you not have fun in Thailand? I know some people think it's overrated or touristy, but I don't know, beautiful beaches, cheap food, dancing on the beach. How can you not have fun? I lived in Japan for 2.5 years, and that's an incredibly fun country. There's so much to do there. And, another traveler, there you go. It's the same path through South America. And Canada. I think Canada is an amazingly fun country. There's so much to do there, and I always have fun when I go home. Of course, it's all my friends and family. But I don't know, I honestly believe you can have fun in any country. Fun is what you make it, so.
Speaking of fun,
yes.
Have you ever had a travel romance?
No. God, no. Maybe 1 or 2. Maybe.
Any details, or you want to leave it at that?
Let's see. Well, probably my first major travel romance was when I first went to Europe and traveled all through Europe, and then...
How old were you then?
I was 21, I turned 22, so I was 22, and I met really sweet, really fun American on a boat from Copenhagen to Oslo, and I don't know, we just really fell for each other, so we ended up traveling quite a bit together. He was living in Denmark, I went and lived in Denmark for a little bit. We went to Greece, Germany, Ireland. Yeah, it was really nice. Lasted, I don't know, 6 months or so. And then I guess it's gonna sound awful if I start listing all the travel romances. It's gonna make me sound...
Okay, then a different question.
Okay.
Do you think travel romance adds to the experience of travel?
Definitely, I think it's really nice. I mean, I've had some amazing experiences with people I've met. Oh, I don't care. I'll just tell it. This is my confessional. Last year I went to Southeast Asia and I met a really nice guy, and we spent a few months, mostly in Cambodia and in Malaysia and Indonesia together, and just riding a motorbike together and trying, new food and talking to people. And, of course, like, you're kind of falling in love or falling in whatever. So maybe it heightens those experiences, but I think that there are advantages and disadvantages to travel romances, and sometimes I think you can get too focused on the romance and maybe not as focused on the world around you. So this particular trip, I have not really had any major travel romances. Sorry to all those boys I met along the way, but I'm joking. But it's been also really nice because it's been a lot of focus on Carrie and I, and a lot of focus on just me and South America. So it's not like, oh, does he like me? Oh my, he bought me a drink in the bar last night. You don't need that when you travel. So, sure, it'd be nice. It's always nice to meet someone, but I'm not looking for it right now. I have all of South America to keep me company, so.
Excellent. Okay, now we're going to start a new series of questions called Would You Rather. There's 3 questions, and you just choose which one, and you can explain if you want why you chose.
All right.
Okay, first one. Difficult. Vegemite or Marmite?
I don't know. I don't think I know enough about either of them. I've tried them both. I'm gonna go with Vegemite just because that's the last one that I had.
Okay, where did you eat that?
Last time I ate it was in Central America. Where did I have it? Who was I with?
You were on the boat with me in Panama. And we had it on toast, didn't we?
Ah, yes. There you go. Thanks, Carrie. Okay. That's why you travel with your best friend. She can be your second brain. Yes, that was sailing from Panama to Colombia. We had it on the boat.
Okay, next question.
Okay.
Vietnamese coffee or Colombian coffee?
That is extremely difficult. I am going to go with Colombian coffee, just because I preferred the Colombian coffee like straight up, just black coffee. That was really, really tasty, and the coffee, like cappuccinos and lattes with Colombian beans, was really amazing. Vietnamese coffee with all the sweetness and the amazing, the drip and everything is so delicious, but I think just on an average day-to-day, I'd choose Colombian coffee.
Canadian Rockies or Himalayas?
They're very different, I think. I don't think I spent enough time in the Himalayas, and I was just kind of in the foothills of the Himalayas of Nepal, which is really amazing. I was doing homestays there. That was incredible, and I actually did a flight over Everest because I'm not athletic enough to even do Everest Base Camp. So that was really incredible, but I think for me, because I'm so patriotic and Canada is my favorite country, I'm going to go with the Rockies. The Rockies are just so beautiful, and I'm so proud to be Canadian and to have them be a part of my country.
Say something in Japanese.
I just froze. Konnichiwa, Brena desu. Osaka ni sanemashita.
Very nice. Favorite Korean food?
Do I even know a lot of Korean food?
People who love Korea will watch this.
The bagels from Holly's Bagels. I'm joking. I don't know, you took me out the very first night I went to Seoul to visit you. I had like a pancake thing.
Yes.
What was that called?
I'm gonna think of a second.
It had like vegetables and everything on it. That was very tasty.
It's called jun.
Oh, okay, and then also similarly in Japan there was like the contact. Oh no, what's it called? The pork. My mind is blank right now.
So is mine.
Words, but I want to say kontatsu. No, that's not it. But yeah, like the pork, the breaded pork on rice. Very tasty.
Oh, tonkatsu or something?
Yeah.
Something like that?
Yeah.
That's the Korean version. Okay.
Yeah.
Strangest thing you have in your backpack right now?
Probably a pair of booties made for a 1-month-old child made of alpaca that I bought from islands in Lake Titicaca. I don't know anybody who's having a baby. I am not having a baby anytime soon, but I saw these tiny little booties and they're really adorable. So I bought that. That and a chain, probably a chain in my bag. Because you never know when you're going to need a chain.
Where'd you buy that?
I bought it in a train station in India, actually, because I needed to chain my bag to the seats in India while I slept. And I just keep carrying my backpack because it's good if you want to chain your bag to something or chain 2 bags together, or I don't know, what else can you use a chain for?
Okay, last question. What advice would you give to people who want to live a life like yours, full of travel?
Well, I think you have to be really open-minded, and you have to learn how to roll with punches. A lot of crazy stuff happens on the road, and you have to just be willing to adapt and know that, if I traveled and every day compared my life on the road to how life is when I was living in Canada, I wouldn't survive. Do I have a hot shower every day? No. Do I eat what I want to eat every day? No. Is it easy? No. But you have to just go with it and realize that this is the life that you chose, this is the life you've made for yourself, and to appreciate it every step of the way, even the bad days. You have to look and say, hey, yeah, okay, it's raining and I'm lonely and I'm tired and I'm hungry, but I'm in Bolivia and I've made this choice. So I think that's one piece of advice. Also just to save money, work. Obviously, you know, I worked really hard to be able to do what I'm doing. And you know, it's all about priorities. So for me, I didn't go out a lot when I was living even in Japan and in Canada because I wanted to save money. So to prioritize, and also kind of sadly and yet in a very laissez-faire kind of lifestyle, you have to give everything up. I don't have a job, I don't have a house, I don't have a boyfriend. I see my friends maybe once a year if I'm lucky. I see my family maybe once a year, maybe once every 2 years. There are a lot of things in my life that I can't have because I've chosen travel. So, you know, you have to give things up, unfortunately. But it can also be very freeing and very exciting. And it's like starting a new chapter in life. And of course I look forward to one day having, like I said before, settling, having a home, all those things. But for now, it is really incredible to not really have any responsibilities. And you know, right now, technically everything I need and everything I own is in my backpack. So it's a really great feeling. And if you are thinking of doing it and you do have the means, if you have saved, you know, or if you know you're going to work along the way, if you are ready to go, then go. Buy the ticket, do it, because it's unbelievable, and you'll learn so much about yourself and so much about the world, and I guarantee that you'll meet amazing people. I met Carrie technically kind of through travel, because we both had a love for travel, and you won't regret it. So.
Excellent. Do you want to tell people where they can find more out about you?
Sure. So as I said before, my blog is thisbatteredsuitcase.com. Thisbatteredsuitcase.com. I have a very quiet voice, so Carrie's been telling me to be louder this whole time. My Twitter name is Suitcase Brenna. And I have a Facebook page as well that you can like. Yeah, it's just facebook.com/thisbatteredsuitcase. And I also have Instagram, thisbatteredsuitcase. And my home phone number is, I feel like I'm giving out so much of my personal life, but
it's only YouTube.
Yeah, only YouTube. Only how many subscribers? I'm never gonna watch this video. I'm gonna be so embarrassed.
No, it's wonderful.
My face is so hot. I was so nervous doing this, so I apologize, YouTube people who are used to amazing expat Carrie vlogs. I don't know how to do these things, so I like to be behind the computer writing. Yeah. So yeah, hopefully you'll stop by one of my places and say hello. I met a lot of other travelers and bloggers through Carrie, so it'd be great to say hi, make new friends. So, hi, bye from Bolivia.